Hey everybody, Marty with Voyles, CDJR Birmingham, and today I'm here with Bobby here at Fox Factory.
Hey guys, Marty, appreciate you coming out. We're going to show y'all what Fox is all about, how we build trucks, how we paint them, and how we get them finished and make them pretty and show up at dealer lots across the country.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what he has for us.
Yeah, thank you, Marty. This is the first step. We get the trucks straight from General Motors, Ford, Ram, the big three, Jeep included under the Stellantis brand. So once we get the trucks in off the hauler and they're staged, and the guys, our sales team, go out and sells them, then our team in here knows how to build them. So this is the first step in the process of getting that truck in our system and getting it built. So right here, you've got where our takedown team is what we call it, actually, where they're taking all the parts off the truck to get them painted. We're taking doors off, grills, hoods. We do a lot of painting where the roof is black, and you'll see that as we go along the process, but this is the first step of getting that vehicle ready to be painted.
And all these vehicles are new, right?
Yeah, they're all brand new. We don't do anything pre-owned or used. We've been that way for years. And as we go along, you'll see some of the other ones. This is just the first stage. This is one of our clean rooms is what we call it. We've got curtains we can close and divide them up. This is more of where the men and women tape the trucks up. As you'll see, all this is starting to get taped up.
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of prep work.
Yeah, a bunch of prep work for to get it to the next stage, which we'll show you in a second. But this initial step is just, let's tape the truck up, let's get all the parts off of it that need to come off. You know, the window trim. We take the windows like on this is going to get a high top on it. I can tell that just because of where this paint line is. Mm-hmm. We even take these windows out. So this is the rear window on a Tahoe. And the reason we take that out is we can't get the paint back behind here with the window in it. So if this is black and you see the white behind it, it makes it look funny. So that's
that seal,
yeah. So that's one of the extra things that we do here at Fox is just take that extra step, you know, and make it a complete look. Basically taking the finish of the vehicle and the parts down to the bare bones so we can paint the vehicle like it needs to be painted, like it was a factory paint job.
Yeah, and I got to be honest, I mean, when I'm taking a peek at this stuff, it's kind of wild to see just how in-depth this process really is. I mean, this is, wow, so step one looks like a very intense prep.
Very intense.
Breakdown, and then you go right into painting after that, yeah?
Yeah, after that, it goes to this room right here. The car, whatever it is, Jeep, truck, rolls into here. This is where we call it scuffing. They start scuffing all the parts. We've got tables with sanders out here. This whole truck will look white because they've sanded it down. Every part that's exposed, we're going to sand down and repaint. So in this case on a Jeep, you know, this is exposed on the inside of a Jeep. So, you know, when we paint this car, which this one will get an all over paint job is what we call it, we want to paint those parts as well. You take a brand new vehicle, which is what these are, and basically destroy it, you know, and our team is good at it. We've been doing this for 50 years now. We started in '79, so, well, not quite 50 years, so what is that, 47 years? So been doing it a long time. We are real good at painting vehicles. That is what we're known for. That is, I would say, one of our specialties in our industry and as a whole. And as we go along the system, you will see why people, other vendors or other brands come to us because we can paint vehicles. And like I say, you'll see that as we move along. Here's some parts over here for a Jeep. I don't know if I think this parts are for one that are over there that you'll see, but we're painting the parts we're putting on it. Those are flares and stuff that you'll see over here. We make a lot of our own flares in-house. So they just roll right off the machine that's right over there into here, and they start scuffing them and get them prepped for paint. But this is just, you know, I would say on a good day, that's about an hour just to set the machine up and get it running like it's supposed to be. Yeah, for every tool change you make and all that, because all this has got to be just, obviously you want it cooled off and, you know, to where they can touch it. It takes a forklift and hooking all those boxes up, because this is the vacuum box, Marty. These are the other pieces. Instead of just forming this, they try to situate the tool so we can get the most use out of the plastic. So these are the backers right here. The customer never sees this, but this is what gives this piece rigidity. So when it's up on the, so you can see that through here.
But once it's painted, you
don't even know it's there. So then the truck is rolled out of the paint booth and back down this liner. It is reassembled after, in theory, everything meets back up here. The
Okay.
doors meet back up with the truck, the hood, the back door, the side doors, all the parts, and pieces that we take off meet back up in this area right here. This is where we buff them. We quality control the paint job. You'll see, like over here, I noticed earlier, it's got like solvent pops on it. They'll start putting little, a run here, a solvent pop here, so our guys have a real good eye for it, a run here. So they'll take it and make sure that the paint is as good as humanly possible. This Jeep was black. The reason I know that is right here. That's the inside of the fender well.
Gotcha. See, yeah, that's
It's
crazy.
the only way you're gonna know. We have a glass guy, Bama Glass, shout out to them, that does a lot of business with us, and we're very appreciative of them. They'll come out and pop the glass out for us and then reinstall it.
Gotcha, yeah.
So it's done professionally. It's not just us trying to sling some glue back on it and praying it don't leak or fall out. So, it's just those little touches we do, to make the car unique and different and just give you a really classy look and a cool ride. But
on a brand new vehicle.
yeah, brand new. What's a
That's
Tahoe?
so cool.
Probably 90, just call it 85, 90 grand before we touch it from the factory. So we're absolutely messing it up, as you can see. But our guys, again, are real good at reassembling them. We get the Mustang straight from Ford. We do them on GTs, GT Premiums. All of them are 5.0 motors. We'll supercharge. 90% of these vehicles get a supercharger in them.
Really?
And they will absolutely fly. So we don't do a ton of convertibles. It's a very niche market on the convertibles. Most of them are hard tops. So if you see a convertible out there, you've got something that's really unique to the process, because we might get 20 a year convertibles from Ford.
Oh, wow.
We just don't get a lot of them.
Yeah.
So,
So it seems like very in-depth prep process, very
Yes.
in-depth, even down to the painting process and
Yep.
the tear down, the rebuild, the reassembly, all this kind of stuff.
Yep.
It just screams to me just detail.
We are limited somewhat to what we can do on the inside of the vehicle, because everything is crash tested. Everything we do is crash tested. So we don't want to interfere with airbags, the stopping power of the vehicle. We don't want to interfere with that. On the Rams especially, we'll put Black Widow right here on the door. It'll have puddle lights under it where the light shines down. They're not on it yet because it hasn't made it to that stage of life, but we'll put LED lights in it. So it just, it kind of gives those touch points. We're fortunate we get to drive our demos to show dealers and to show customers, and it's fun. It's always fun to pull up at a gas station. I don't care how long. I've been doing this for 32 years. You never lose the excitement of it. So we'll go out the door and show you where we live. Great. Vehicle's finished prep. It rolls out of there and into here. This is what we call our lift shop. This is where we lift everything, put exhaust on it. If it gets running boards, we'll put standard running boards over here on it. Wheels and tires, obviously. This process, typically takes a couple of days for us to get the truck lifted correctly. Wheels and tires on it, and then we will take it to the alignment machines down there. We have 200 alignment machines, so we align the front ends, or actually four-wheel align the vehicle, whether it's a Tahoe, a Jeep, Ram, Ford, whatever. We'll align the whole truck, so when we know it leaves here, it's good to go. We balance them out on wheels and tires. As you guys are familiar with our stuff, we try to use our own wheel. The company that owns Fuel makes our wheel for us. So we own the tool. We also own Method Wheel. So if we get into the really off-roady stuff, which is kind of like on that truck over there, that Ram hanging off, we'll use a Method Wheel. But otherwise, when you see these Black Widow wheels, they're all made in that same factory. It's our logo. You can't buy them online. It gives us a unique look and appearance, whether on any of the vehicles. So it's just, it's not store-bought parts. We're making them ourselves. It goes back to the running, the fender flares. We make them ourselves. You can't buy them from anybody but us. Wheels, now you can buy tires from anybody. We get that. So, but our wheels are unique to Black Widow and Rocky Ridge and Shelby and those guys that we do stuff for. RTR, obviously. Our leather is unique to us. It just gives us our unique look and signature. We try to, Fox owns Black Widow, Rocky Ridge, and Tuscany, which is the Black Ops, Badlanders. We used to do the Shelby stuff for the Shelby guys. So,
they try to separate the brands. You know, we don't want everything to look the same, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
our Black Widow is kind of our gentleman's truck is what we call it. You know, the Rocky Ridge is more the rough and tumble truck. You know, it's got the ditch lights on it and the different flares and a more aggressive looking wheel, you know. So we try to, you know, give the brands their look. You know, the Badlanders is what it says. It comes from out west. So it's just got a different wheel, a different brand to it. You know, it's just, you know, kind of that rough out west look. You know.
Yeah.
Obviously, RTR is speed and cool look and lower and mash the gas and you're going to go fast. You know, in here, obviously, I think we've got 20 lifts. We can do the dualies on the end with the bigger lifts. You know, we use BDS suspension kits because Fox owns BDS. So that is our go-to kit. We have some backups, but we try not to do that if we don't have to. But the Ram obviously is a coilover suspension kit. So you don't have leaf springs back here in the back on the half ton. So we're replacing coils, you know, long travel shocks as we lift it. The link system we're replacing as well. We do not mess with the brakes on any vehicle we do other than the supercharged stuff because the truck will still stop, it'll still pull, it'll still have the payload like you need it. So it works. The exhaust system, this is where the exhaust goes on. So we're cutting, you know, the big muffler, honker muffler you see right there and putting ours on there. So it gives it that rumble. We typically use Gibson is who our exhaust manufacturer of choice is across the board.
Gotcha.
So again, a little more aggressive look on the rim. Brake caliper covers. It's not new brakes, but it is caliper covers. We use like a Power XL step because it's a little more, the way this step is designed from AMP is this will hold the weight of the truck. So if you're off-roading it and high-sided, it won't crush in on the cab or anything. It's got these marker lights on it, you know, just a little beefier look, a little logo in the fender flare that you don't get on the Black Widow. We put these lights in the bumper, Marty, because it's, you know, a lot of folks that have these pull a boat or a trailer of some sort, and it's, as we all know, if you do, frustrating at night when you're trying to back up to something, you can't see nothing, and you're by yourself, it just drives you insane.
Alrighty, guys, that was the tour. It was really cool to just see the behind the scenes of Fox Factory, kind of where the vehicle starts, where it ends, and just the whole process. And I think I've been saying it a lot, but my biggest takeaway is just how the detail is here at Fox Factory.
Yeah, and we appreciate you coming and letting us show you what we do. Nobody realizes the detail we put into the vehicles, what it takes to actually build a vehicle that we build and get to our end user, which is you guys.
Yeah, I was definitely surprised. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.